I made the determination that I had to ream out all the way to there, because that could have been where it was hitting too. So I thought, I'm just gonna do the whole thing. I ended up having to get down here like this. I just did a little bit at a time. Now I'm just gonna do it once over here. Make sure my line feels pretty straight down here. And see, that leaves a little ridge on the edge where I had to, that peeled up, and I had to break that off, because that could allow it to stick too. Okay. Let's close the door and see what happens. Look at that. I think I've done it, by Joe. Now I'm going to lock it, because remember I had to adjust that hinge and I moved that over too, so I want to make sure everything's working properly. That goes up all the way, that clicks, locked, unlocked. Look at that. And I hear a little bit of a squeak. Hear that? And it could be the bottom edge. It's just rubbing. It could be the hinges. And so I'm going to do a once over at the bottom, and I'll get my my spray out. I've got some spray, like some silicone spray. I used to use WD-40 on everything. Well, what I started doing, see, boy, sounds like it's up there. What I started doing was using silicone spray instead of WD-40, because it actually works better. WD-40 attracts dirt. Look at that. That's what that noise was, is this paper getting right there, stapled on there. Nothing now. That's what it was. Look at there. Just that little piece of paper. I'm liking that. But I was saying, on WD-40, I used to WD-40 hinges whenever they were squeaking and stuff. That's really not a good thing to do. WD-40 attracts dirt. Did you know that? And so I use a silicone spray. You can, at the store, you can find something like WD-40 that says silicone spray. And incidentally, WD-40 started making a product called silicone spray now. You can get WD-40/silicone spray, believe it or not. and that works out good too. Okay, but if your hinges are squeaking, then you would take a hinge pin out and you put some grease on it, and I've got a video of that on my YouTube channel as well. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, because I'm all into it, I'm gonna spend a little bit of extra time on that heavy plastic deal down there, because if this door sags a millimeter, it could start squeaking again after 3 or 4 months, and I don't want that to happen. And I've got this tilted out as far as I can. I actually brought my level out here and put it on here. This door is actually plumb, which means level vertically. It means plumb. That's what you would say. This door jamb is actually pushed over a little bit. It should be actually over to the left a little bit to be plumb. I know that's exactly where it should be, and yes, I could have sucked that hinge in further, but I don't want to, because my gap is just fine as it is. Okay, so that was the other thing I could have done, but then, like I say, that gap there would have gotten bigger. That's why I did all my work down here on the bottom. And they, you know, they could have done, when they ordered the door frame and the door jamb, they could have undercut that door like maybe 3/16 to 1/4 inch more than what they did. This is metal clad on the outside, and this, see, this is metal overlapping a piece of wood on the inside, and then this is wood, a wood door on the interior. So that's called metal clad. And see, the other thing I could have done was I could have taken the hinges off. Had I have tried to adjust the hinges and suck those over further or whatever, or if I felt, okay, I've done that and I still can't get it, what else could I have done? I could have taken the whole door off and undercut the entire door with a skill saw, but that would have been really tricky. I would have had to use a metal blade and stuff, taking the door shoe off the bottom, and it's all stapled underneath and screwed, and I would have had to take that off, undercut the door with a metal cutting blade on the outside and a regular skill saw blade on the inside, put that back on, prop the door back up, put it all back together on the hinges and all that. I didn't want to have to do all that. I didn't mind. I'm glad that I had enough clearance under here. Had this door been a door on the inside and doing that like this, there's no way I could have done it, huh? Because I didn't have enough clearance like I did over here. So each door is slightly done differently on your adjustments. That's why I thought, hey, whenever I have to fix a door, I'll make a video of it and show you what I do to fix it, because not all doors are created equal, as we just now saw. Well, that's all I got for this time, but I'll be back with more videos.